a proud supporter of Operation Barbecue Relief. Meatloaf. The flavor combinations are absolutely endless in what you can do with them. And I made a Mexican meatloaf a couple years ago as an experiment. Turned out really well and has become one of my favorites. And it starts with 3 pounds of hamburger. We have 3 cups of plain corn chips. If you want to use a flavored kind, you can, and it would definitely add more to it, but we're using plain. First, we got to crush them. Before you start smashing, you always want to leave a little gap, otherwise this level will explode on you. Yeah, that looks good. Now on to our ingredients. Being a meatloaf, we're gonna start with a couple eggs. And I always like cracking the eggs first, that way if any shells get in there, they're real easy to pick out. Hey, no shells today, sweet. All right, we got our eggs in. Now we've got about a half a cup of picante sauce here. A regular sauce will work fine. And to that, we got 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon Lowry seasoned salt, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Just want to incorporate this really well. That looks pretty good. Add it to our pan, if I can find it. When you press this out, you want to get it level, even as you can. Be sure and get it in the corners. Now that we've got this evened out fairly well, including the edges and the corners, we put a little dimple right down the middle of it. Now the dimple in the middle always takes the center longest to cook, so the dimple in the middle really helps even it out a little bit and will help shorten the cooking time by maybe 5 or 10 minutes, but why not? Well, let's go ahead and get it on. Now I've already got the fire set up for indirect heat. It's a drip pan in the middle and charcoal on either side. I'm gonna run the temperature about 350 degrees today. Just do it hot and fast. If you want to run it at a lower temperature, it'll just take a little bit longer. So let's get some wood on. And like I said, I want to run this about 350. In theory, it should take hour 15, hour 30, just depends on the temperature. So grab a lemonade, relax. Temperature's still 350. We've had it on about an hour, 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go and give it a check, see where we're at. Oh, that looks good. We're at 189, 190, 191. I think we're good here. Yep, that's almost 200. Slightly over, but that's okay. It's meatloaf, it's fine. Let's pull it off and add some toppings to it. Don't try this at home. All right, now I've got about a cup of picante sauce. I'm gonna add to the top. Now I've got 1 cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. If you want to use a cheese blend, that'd work great. Now all we want to do at this point is melt the cheese. It'll take 5-10 minutes. Just depends on what temperature you're running at. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Cheese is nice and melted, good to go. Now you want to let this rest for about 10 minutes. Some of those juices in the bottom will reabsorb into the meatloaf and just adding more flavor to it. So give it 5-10 minutes and then we'll plate it up. And there we go. Smoked Mexican meatloaf topped with a little bit of shredded lettuce, a few diced tomatoes, and a little bit of sour cream. Thanks for watching, and please help support your local food bank. If you want to use the flavored kind, you can, and add, add to it. That was terrible. Meatloaf. The flavors you can add to it gives an endless combinations of flavors. Said flavors twice. Meatloaf. The endless, and it starts with 3 pounds of hamburger, which shouldn't have the cover on it. I should have taken that off already. See, now we look like we know what we're doing. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Meatloaf. We're making meatloafs today.
I'm a big fan of the meatloaf.
The center always takes the longest to cook. Cars. Everybody's got to have one. Temperature's still running through. Wrong camera. And I've got 1 cup of shredded sharp. And I've got 1 cup of sharp shredded cheddar cheese. Sharp shredded cheddar.
Cool.
Sweet. Take 5. Smoke them if you got them. 1 teaspoon of oregano.